it's Clay. Alright, I got another Tele vlog update video. I have filled these holes. I actually went with matchsticks, which actually I was kind of torn, and I know that this is such a minor detail and no one really cares, but I'm just going to go into it anyways. The matchsticks were actually, they were square and they were pretty large. They would fit into the hole, but just barely. But the toothpicks were like too thin. And it was kind of to the point where I had to like coat them up with glue in order to get them to kind of sit in the hole nicely, which I thought was really obnoxious. So I ended up going with the matchsticks. Probably did not get as much glue in there, but that's okay. I think a little bit goes a long way. I let it dry overnight, so it should be as solid as a rock. But yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much start over. I gotta have to sand these little bits because I clipped it off with a wire cutter. So I'll have to sand those suckers down, and yeah, then pretty much my plan is this. I'm gonna, because the Pickguard is of utmost importance, let's grab this bad boy. This thing is the key to my victory right now. I'm going to probably go at this one screw hole at a time, checking and rechecking that it's, you know, at optimal spot, location, distance for, you know, related to everything else. It's got to be perfect. Yeah, we're gonna go one at a time. We're gonna drill them nice and slow, and you know, that's kind of the thing that I have learned most in my guitar building days, is that these little details add up. You know, and if I wouldn't fix this now, this is something that where when I finally get strings on, the pole pieces are gonna be off on the pickups and everything's gonna look crooked. It's just going to be really annoying, and it's going to be one of those things where at that point you got a fully assembled guitar and you're not going to want to go back and change anything because it's going to take a ton of work. But now in its finished state, it's a lot easier to make those changes. I don't have a bridge, I don't have strings on, I don't have a neck, I don't have the temptation to play the heck out of the thing. So I'm going to do that now. We're going to get the Pickguard on, and then I'm going to get into routing these freaking pickup holes. I've been kind of nervous and scared about it, but I think I've got a pretty foolproof plan. I'm going to use my drill to actually remove a lot of the wood. Then I'm going to use the dremel to get a little bit closer and just really slowly but surely try to make it as even and flat as possible. You know, the only crappy thing about the dremel is that it's the bit I'm going to be using is it's round, and you're looking to make a flat surface. So it just makes it a little bit challenging to make it flat with something round. But we will not let that stop us or hinder us. We will press on. Got a box full of parts. My neck, actually, I'm kind of annoyed because I ordered it from an online store. It was an all parts neck, so it was an all parts dealer. I actually got a great price on it. But I don't fully understand how all parts dealers work. I would assume that these are individuals who make orders themselves and then just kind of sell stuff at a discount because they probably get it at even more of a discount. But it's kind of been taking a long time. I think it was supposed to get shipped out to me like maybe a week and a half ago, and I still haven't really heard much, so I'm probably going to send him an email, but I don't really want to be that obnoxious customer demanding his product immediately, because actually I've got a lot of work left to do on the body, and I think that this, like I said, my tendency is to rush, so I think that this is a good thing to make me slow down and take my time and do my best, because I still have to route the pickups and I still have to Tru-Oil the body, so I got plenty left to do, and there's nothing wrong with taking your time. But yeah, that's my update. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Alright, so the routing has commenced. Right over there is my tool of destruction, a skill drill, and we've got some bits. I started with this big honker, a little bit of tape to help give me some perspective. You know, you don't want to go in too deep, so you kind of set the tape up so that it's nice, and you know, this is actually a little bit high, but you just want to make sure you have some sort of guide that you're not going to go way deeper. Then I went down to this one. I went a little bit smaller because with the big one, I kind of got to the point where I would, you know, kind of slip. Like if I would try to go in the middle, I would just slip into a pre-existing hole. And then I actually even went one smaller. So this is kind of where we're at now. So I've got a good chunk of wood out. I mean, the depths are all not perfect, but it's at least a lot closer than it was before. So I think now I'm just going to start taking the Dremel and just kind of busting through. I hope that I can kind of get some nice chunks out, because a lot of this is just so holy. Haha, chuckle, chuckle. But, oh, and I forgot, I got the Pickguard on. It took a little bit of work to get everything nice and balanced. This screw actually is a little bit crooked, but other than that, it actually is pretty good. It's really tight in here in the neck pocket on both sides, which is really great, which is what I was really looking for. Actually, it looks not too bad up on the horn. The control plate here fits perfectly. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Got a nice screw hole there and a nice screw hole right there. And that is nice and flush. Look at that. That could not be any more perfect. Way to go, Guitar Fetish. But, yeah, I think we're getting there. This actually, I was a little bit nervous that this would go badly, but, yeah, I think it has gone pretty well so far. We're just going to keep trucking along. I'll have more updates coming soon. Okay, so update after the first pass. It actually, things worked pretty darn well with the Dremel. I was able to mostly just break through and kind of open up the space here. Actually, I can break off a lot of these little pieces with my hand now. But the biggest problem is definitely depth. From that angle, I don't know how well you guys can see, but the depth is definitely not there. I'm going to have to go deeper. I actually don't even know how deep the pickups go. I don't think P90s are that incredibly deep, but I guess we will find that out as we go. But it worked pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I just tried to go nice and slow and just take my time with it, but going to keep trucking along. Get started on the bridge spot yet, just because I'm a little bit concerned about getting that to work just right. So we'll kind of keep things going cautiously, but we're getting some progress done. Getting really excited about this. This is going well. I think that using the Pickguard, I mean, pretty much all I did was use a pencil to draw the outline of the Pickguard, and then yeah, use the combination of drilling a number of holes and then using the Dremel with kind of like this heavy sandpaper to route it out. So yeah, it's coming along pretty well.